guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Before watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This video is about what are NFT used for, so let's get started. An NFT is a digital asset that represents real-world objects like art, music, in-game items, and videos. They are bought and sold online, frequently with cryptocurrency, and they are generally encoded with the same underlying software as many cryptos. Although they've been around since 2014, NFTs are gaining notoriety now because they are becoming an increasingly popular way to buy and sell digital artwork. What are NFT used for? Blockchain technology. NFTs afford artists and content creators a unique opportunity to monetize their wares. For example, artists no longer have to rely on galleries or auction houses to sell their art. Instead, the artist can sell it directly to the consumer as an NFT, which also lets them keep more of the profits. In addition, artists can program in royalties, so they'll receive a percentage of sales whenever their art is sold to a new owner. This is an attractive feature, as artists generally do not receive future proceeds after their art is first sold. Art isn't the only way to make money with NFT. Brands like Charmin and Taco Bell have auctioned off themed NFT art to raise funds for charity. Charmin dubbed its offering NFTP non-fungible toilet paper, and Taco Bell's NFT art sold out in minutes, with the highest bids coming in at 1.5 wrapped Ether WETH equal to $3,723.83 at time of writing. 9 Cat, a 2011 era GIF of a cat with a Pop-Tart body, sold for nearly $600,000 in February. And NBA Top Shot generated more than $500 million in sales as of late March. A single LeBron James highlight NFT fetched more than $200,000. Non-fungible tokens versus cryptocurrency. It's important to outline the distinction between cryptocurrency and non-fungible tokens. Although both are based on blockchain technology, the fundamental differences can help us to understand how NFT work. A non-fungible token is tied to one particular digital asset and cannot be replaced. How does NFT work? Now that you've begun understanding what is NFT, you should explore and learn about how NFT works too. The majority of NFT reside on the Ethereum cryptocurrency's blockchain, a distributed public ledger that records transactions. NFT are individual tokens with valuable information stored in them. NFT unique data makes it easy to verify and validate their ownership and the transfer of tokens between owners. Examples of NFT. The NFT world is relatively new to people. Here are some examples of NFT that exist today. A digital collectible. Domain names. Games. Essays. Sneakers and fashion line. Why are non-fungible tokens becoming popular? NFT have actually been around since 2015, but they are now experiencing a resurgence thanks to several factors. First, and perhaps most obviously, is the normalization and excitement of cryptocurrencies and the underlying blockchain frameworks. Beyond the technology itself is the combination of fandom, the economics of royalties, and the laws of scarcity. Consumers all want to get in on the opportunity to own unique digital content and potentially hold them as a type of investment. Creating and circulating fake collectibles doesn't work because each item can be traced back to the original creator or issuer. And unlike cryptocurrencies, they can't be directly exchanged with one another like baseball cards in real life because no two are exactly the same. Should you buy NFT? NFT are risky because their future is uncertain, and we don't yet have a lot of history to judge their performance, she notes. Since NFT are so new, it may be worth investing small amounts to try it out for now. In other words, investing in NFT is a largely personal decision. If you have money to spare, it may be worth considering, especially if a piece holds meaning for you. Do your research. Understand the risks, including that you might lose all of your investing dollars, and if you decide to take the plunge, proceed with a healthy dose of caution. Ethereum and NFT. Ethereum blockchain makes it possible for NFTs to work for several reasons. Trading NFT, without needing peer-to-peer platforms, can take significant cuts as compensation. Ethereum never goes down, which means your tokens will always be available to sell. Popular NFT marketplaces. Once you've got your wallet ready, all you need to do is to buy NFT. Currently, the largest NFT marketplaces are Rarible. Rarible is a democratic marketplace that allows artists and creators to issue and sell NFT. It enables holders to weigh in on features like fees and community rules. OpenSea. To get started, all you need to do is create an account on the official website of OpenSea and browse NFT collections and discover new artists. What is the future of NFT? NFT has enhanced media exposure and special perks for aspiring artists on social media. Recently, Jack Dorsey, the CEO and co-founder of Twitter, with his very first and famous tweet, "Just setting up my Twitter," and Vignesh Sunderson, famously known as Metakavan, bought $69.3 million worth of NFT art on Beeple. Owing to its increasing popularity, people are now willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for it. Like David Gerard, author of Attack of the 50-Foot Blockchain, many experts in the crypto industry say that around 40% of new crypto users will use NFTs as their entry point. As a result of its growing popularity, NFT could represent a more significant part of the digital economy in the future. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.